Hi guys, it's me again, Miss Angie. Okay, so this week I'm going to read you guys a book. Okay, this is a fun book. We already read this one, but you guys all like it, so I thought we would do it this week because this is a fun one. And then we are going to talk about another one of our second steps posters, okay? This week is called Speaking Up Assertively. So that means telling somebody what you want or what you need. And we're going to learn how to do that, okay? So let's first talk about the 3 things that we need to remember to be. Remember, I told you at school, you have to be these 3 things, but I also want you to remember to use them at home. So we needed to be safe, we needed to be kind, and we need to be, the big one is responsible. And I think that one's really important at home, guys. When you're home with mom and dad right now, you can be responsible. You can help them do some jobs. Maybe you could clean up your toys, or you could put your laundry in the laundry basket, or maybe when you are done eating your breakfast, you could put your dishes in the sink. Remember, we talked about all those things at school. So try practicing those 3 things at home, okay? That's your job. Okay, so before we do our story, we're going to sing our listening song. Okay, are you guys ready? Eyes are watching, ears are listening, voices quiet, bodies calm. This is how we listen, this is how we listen at group time, at group time. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to read our story about the monster. I think you guys probably remember this one. It's called Leonardo, the Terrible Monster. If you guys remember, don't spoil it for mom and dad. We're just going to read it again. Okay. Leonardo was a terrible monster. How does he look like he feels down there? Does he look like he's happy or sad? Yeah, I think he looks sad. He couldn't scare anyone. Do they look like they're scared? I don't think so. They don't look very afraid to me. They're smiling. He didn't have 1,642 teeth like Tony. He has a lot of teeth, remember? He wasn't big like Eleanor. She is very, very big, and she has really nice painted toenails. And he wasn't just plain weird like Hector. He thinks Hector is strange. Leonardo tried very hard to be scary, but he just wasn't. And it's making him feel kind of sad. One day, Leonardo had an idea. He would find the most scaredy cat kid in the whole world and scare the tuna salad out of him. So he's coming up with a plan. Leonardo researched until he found the perfect candidate. Let's see, do you guys remember what his name was? Sam. Does Sam look like he's very happy? I don't think so. He looks kind of like he's sad or maybe even afraid, right? Leonardo snuck up on the poor, unsuspecting boy, and he gave it all he had. He went, "Ugh." Do you think he scared him? Let's see. Until the little boy cried. Yes, cheered Leonardo. I did it. I finally scared the tuna salad out of someone. And he says, no, you didn't. Oh, yeah? Then why are you crying? Do you guys remember this really long page about all the things that were happening? My mean big brother stole my action figure right out of my hand while I was still playing with it, and then he broke it on purpose, and it was my favorite toy, and I tried to fix it, but I couldn't, and I got so mad that I kicked the table and I stubbed my toe on the same foot that I hurt last month when I accidentally slipped in the bathtub after I got soap in my eyes trying to wash out the bird poop that my brother's cockatoo pooped on my head, and I don't have any friends, and my tummy hurts. So he is having a very bad day. That's why. He said that's why he's crying. He's having a very bad day. Does he look like he's happy anymore? I don't think he is. I think maybe he feels kind of bad. Then Leonardo made a very big decision. What do you guys think he's going to do? Do you remember what he does? Let's see. Instead of being a terrible monster, he would become a wonderful friend. And he said, it's okay. Now he's comforting him, right? He's making him feel better. Do they look like they're friends now? Yeah, I think you're right. They do, don't they? But that didn't mean that he couldn't try and scare his friend every now and again. He says, boo! Does he look like he's scared? Yeah, I think he did scare him that time. It's kind of silly. The end. So now they're friends, right? At the beginning, he tried to scare him, and then he felt bad after that because he was having a bad day. So then they decided to be friends. Okay, so we read that book because I thought you guys would like it. I really, really miss seeing you guys at school. We're going to be home for a while. So you guys, I'm going to make some videos for you guys every week. Now today, we're going to talk about speaking up assertively. Okay, so it's a big word, assertively. What it means is that you need to make sure you can tell people what you want and need, okay? But in the right way, okay? So if you look at the picture, can you see what's happening here? Look what's happening here. Zach and Gina are painting at the table, right? You see that they're both painting? Before Zach starts to paint, he turns to look at something across the room, and Gina starts painting on his paper. So how do you think he feels? Yeah, I think he is angry. Do you think he needs to calm down? And what did we say you can do to calm down? You remember? You can take a deep breath, right? And you can count. But then what do you guys remember what I told you that you need to use when you are angry or sad? What did I tell you that you need to remember to use? Right, you need to use your words, right? You are not hitting. Remember, we don't touch our friends. You need to use your words. What could he tell her? What could he say? What do you think? He didn't like that she painted on his paper, did he? What could he say? Maybe he could say, I don't like that, right? Or he could say, you need to paint on your own paper, right? That is not being very nice, okay? So what would you guys say to Gina if she painted on your paper? What would you tell her? Yeah, I think that's good. Now, what could Gina do to fix it? What do you think she could do? Because maybe now after he talks to her, she might feel kind of bad about painting on his paper, right? Then once she sees he's sad, what could she do? Well, first, right, she could say she's sorry, right? She could tell him that she's sorry. And maybe she could what? She could get him maybe she could get him a new paper, right? A new paper to paint on. And maybe if Zach wanted to, maybe they could paint together on the same paper, right? But she needs to ask him. And he needs to make sure that he tells her, I don't like that, right? If she's doing something that he doesn't like, he could say, I don't like that, right? Don't do that. I don't like it. Okay? So remember, you guys need to make sure you are practicing using your words, okay, when you get angry or sad. And remember that what you can do to calm down first. You can take a breath, you can count, you can take another breath, but you need to always remember to keep your hands to yourself, right? Keep your hands to yourself and use your words, okay? Okay, I really hope you guys are having fun at home. I know you would really rather be at school with us, but we'll keep making videos for you guys. And parents, if you need to reach out to me, just let me know. You can email me and ask me any questions, or I can send you more activities if you need. Just let me know. Otherwise, every week I'll be sending you guys videos. Okay, we'll be reading stories and doing fun things until I can see you again back at school, okay? Bye-bye, guys.